All right, yeah, I think I'm live, but let me check on my timeline just to make sure that I am actually live in the right group. Okay, and let's not right group, right place. I'm actually streaming on YouTube as well for the very first time. So I'm not sure how I check comments on that, but I will double check and we'll go from there. So come for some live card readings. And if there is nobody who is going to join live, it's totally fine as well. And let me see what I have here in the comments. And yes, okay, perfect. Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So welcome, welcome, welcome. As you join in, if you want a reading, just simply say 1, 2, or 3. So number 1 is my own deck of the cards that I designed and printed, and that is not available for sale yet because people asking me this question all the time. So that's Nature's Whispers. It's a boho theme with the animal spirits and other things connected to that. Comes with affirmations, each cards comes with shadow work. I normally don't talk much about shadow work when I do the readings live, but it actually gets into more depth here. Number 2, and this is a deck that I just got, and I really like it. It's medicine cards. I don't have the box from that, and it's medicine cards, and it's all about animal medicine, and I really, really love the energy of them. I wanted to get them for a while, but yeah, so it comes with a really big book and cards as well. I really love this one. So that's medicine cards. And the number 3, let me organize myself here. And the number 3 is going to be business by design. So as you join in, business by design is, here you go. Nadia says 3. Okay, fantastic. I'll do that. And hi, Sandra. Hi, Nadia. Guys, as you join in, just let me know what card you want. And I'm going to start with the card for everyone before I actually get into the cards for you. And Nadia says 3, please. And 2, I can't choose. And Sandra is hi. Yes, hi, hi, hi. Okay. I'm going to start with business by design because a lot of you are following me, who are following me, actually entrepreneurs, and I am, or some of you at the beginning stages, some of you are very, very successful. All of you are successful, but all at different stages. Let's put it this way, right? So some of you just starting, deciding, some of you different ways we do that. So let's just, here is a question I'm going to pose for everyone. What is that everyone who is watching this live today need to know so they can achieve that goal that they wanted for the month of September? So we still have more than half of the months left. It's not too late, right? So it's definitely not too late. There is a lot of time. So what is that my amazing soulful entrepreneurs need to know so they can achieve their results and goals for September? And here is the card. Can't be, I always say you can't make this shit up. So it says money does not come from effort. And I preach that all the time. As a matter of fact, in August, my motto was, the more I relax, the more I receive. And August was my best month yet in the business since I pivoted in March. So let's see what James Wedmore says here. Money doesn't come from effort. If money came from effort, then everyone we knew that worked their tails off would be wealthy and successful. And we know that that's simply not the case. We all know that your effort is limited by the amount of time you have in a day and how much energy you have. Successful digital CEOs know how to create money on demand and know that the less they do, the more they make. So again, money does not come from effort. And the more you stay stuck in this way of thinking, the more you will limit your potential. I absolutely love this message, and I think it's very, very timely for everyone. So hopefully it resonates with you. And to me, again, if you're new to me, new to my, life, so new to my programs, new to my courses, memberships, and so on, coaching, I have a philosophy is that 80% of our success comes from mindset between your ears, okay? And it's specifically, it's not just mindset, it's all aligned with your body, mind, body, and soul. And it's all right here. So 80% comes from that. 10% is going to come from your inspired, aligned action. So intuitively, when you connect with your what is that you're working on, that's your inspired, aligned action with your goal, and you're working from the vision as well. And another 10% comes from soulful collaborations. And if you're curious a little bit more about how I grew my email list, I just did the video today. You can just scroll on the timeline and you can see that, and you can actually do that as well. Okay, perfect. I'm really interested that it's not showing comments on my StreamYard, which is strange because normally it does, but that's okay. I have my phone in front of me as well. Perfect. So saying that, we're moving on. And Nadia said 3, so that was business by design. So I'm going to pick 3 first, and if we have more time, I'll do 2 as well. And two was medicine cards, okay? And then anybody else wants to, Sandra, do you want a card? Just let me know, okay? So if anybody wants a card, I will definitely do the card for you. And Nadia, you're not new to my readings, so I don't need to explain to you how to ask the question. And for others who are new to card reading, and I have one just jumped out for you, but for those of you who don't know, I recommend and challenge you to ask the question that is open-ended and not necessarily yes or no question, because if you have yes or no question, you limit in yourself. I always say the way we set goals and everything else, this or something better, right? So thank you, universe. When you achieve something, thank you, universe, please more, and so on. Okay, so for Nadia, the cards that jumped out, okay, it says, if you chase success, you will never get it. If you choose success, you will never need it. So if you chase success, you will never get it. If you choose success, you will never need it. So let's see here what it says. If success, however you define it, is this elusive thing that is always out there in the future, then you can't possibly be or feel success now. However, when you choose the feeling and state of being success now, when you step into and embody the internal state of success, there is no energy of need or lack, and instead you create powerfully from the place of success right now. What did I just set was a previous card? You're going to work from your vision, not to your vision. And it's interesting, I actually was talking about that with my group of Katya in Your Pocket. So I have this coach, and I talked about exactly that. When you have your vision, I always recommend and teach my clients to step into their vision, really into their higher self, and focus on how would she or he feel when you already have what you want to have. How would she be, or what is it going to be ways of being for her? And ways of being meaning, is it committed? Is it self-disciplined? Is it what else it could be? Any other way, like any other ways of being that you can think of, right? So self-discipline, self-integral, committed. What does it mean? What is those ways of being? So I always challenge you to really sit down and journal on what are the ways of being of my higher self when I already have that success, okay? And just as a simple example, let's say you set the goal for the month of September that you would like to have and attract 10 soulful clients for one of your programs, could be coaching program, could be one-on-one, could be products, maybe 10 sales, whatever is that your goal is, then you place yourself and visualize, I can never say this word correctly. So you're going to do visualization where you are already have that success, right? So, and you feel into how does it feel for you? Where in your body does it feel? And what are the ways of being your higher self? What helped your higher self to actually achieve that success? So that is ways of being. So committed, self-disciplined, right? So self-integral. And then from there, what is that did she do to get there? So we're reverse engineering it, and we're not working towards your vision or our visions. We're working from your vision. Okay. Perfect. Nadia said, loves that. Thank you. You're very welcome. And Sandra said, medicine cards. Okay, so I will be reading these cards. As I said, I just got them yesterday and I wanted to get them for so long. And I have other books for animal spirits, which I love as well. But I'm like, you know what? I really wanted to get this one for so long. It's been in my shopping cart for so long. So I done that. So, and interestingly enough, this is a card I drew yesterday for myself. So Sandra, the card for you is deer. Okay, deer. And I'm going to read actually, okay? I'm going to read it for you. So, but before I do, I want you to kind of look at this card, look at the elements, look at some symbols there. And you're not new to my reading, so you know, right? So kind of tap into that and see what's coming up for you. Okay? And kind of sit with that while I'm going to pull the book and I'm going to actually get their interpretation. I really love this book because it gives you like a story. It's a story talent type and it's really, really cool. So I absolutely love it. Deer. Hi. Hey, Sharon. Deer, gentleness. One day, Fawn heard Great Spirit calling to her from the top of Sacred Mountain. Fawn immediately started up the hill. She did not know that a horrible demon guarded the way to Great Spirit Lodge. The demon was trying to keep all the beings of creation from connecting with the Great Spirit. He wanted all of the Great Spirit's creatures to feel the Great Spirits that didn't want to be disturbed. This would make the demon feel powerful and capable of causing them to fear him. Fawn was not at all frightened when she came upon the demon. Fawn was curious, as the demon was the archetype of all the ugly monsters that have ever been. The demon breathed fire and smoke and made disgusting sounds to frighten the fawn. Any normal creature would have fled or died on the spot from fright. Fawn, however, said gently to the demon, "Please let me pass. I'm on the way to see Great Spirit." Fawn's eyes were filled with love and compassion for this oversized bully demon. Demon was astounded by Fawn's lack of fear. No matter how he tried, he could not frighten Fawn because the Fawn's love penetrated his hardened, ugly heart. Much to the demon's dismay, his rock heart had begun to melt and his body shrunk to the size of a walnut. Fawn's persistent love and gentleness had caused the meltdown of the demon. Due to the gentleness and caring that Fawn embodied, the pathway is now clear for all Great Spirit's children to reach Sacred Mountain without having to feel the demons of fear blocking their way. Deer teaches us to use the power of gentleness to touch the hearts and minds of wounded beings who are trying to keep us from Sacred Mountain to connection to the Spirit. Like the doubling of Fawn's coat, both the light and the dark may be loved to create gentleness and safety for those who are seeking peace. If Deer has nudged your way in the cards today, you are being asked to find the gentleness of spirit that heals all wounds. Stop pushing so hard to get others to change and love them as they are. Apply gentleness to your present situation and become like the summer breeze, warm and caring. This is your tool for solving the present dilemma you're facing. If you use it, you will connect with Sacred Mountain, your centering place of serenity, and Great Spirit will guide you. So what's coming up for me, and by the way, if you want the card, just let me know which deck. It's right on the screen. What's coming up for me, Sandra, as well, is being gentle, not only to others, but specifically to you. Being really gentle with yourself, showing yourself a lot of love, self-compassion. That's what coming up for me. So, and that is your answer to whatever the questions that you asked when you asked for the card. Okay. Let me see if I have anybody else here. Yeah, Sharon said one. Okay. And one was Nature Whispers. So that was one of my decks. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. But we have a very interesting theme, right? So we have theme about, hard work, and effort does not bring you everything that you want, right? So you're very welcome. And I have one card that just jumped out for you, Sharon. So interesting. So we're kind of on the same. So we had a deer in another card, and we talked about the gentleness. And deer in my deck, and I'm actually going to show you card, and I want you to connect with this card before I do the full reading. And I'll get the sip of water or my tea here. So Sharon, connect to this card and kind of see what's coming up for you, right? So what do you feel when you're looking at this card? What is coming up? And I'll just get to my card here because I want to read the affirmations that comes. Okay. And let's see. So the card itself is Sanctuary. Okay. And it's embodying safety or embodied safety. That is something that actually been coming up a lot with my clients too. So this card represents a sacred space of embodied safety and tranquility, where the deer gracefully roams. It symbolizes the importance of finding inner peace, creating a sanctuary within yourself, and cultivating a deep sense of safety and security in our own bodies. What's coming up for me, Sharon, for you, the motto of it's safe to feel safe. This card invites you to honor and nurture physical and emotional well-being and create boundaries that protect and support your journey and also protect your energy. Affirmation with this card is, I create a sanctuary within myself where I feel safe and protected. I honor my body and nurture my well-being. I set boundaries and support my growth and invite peace into my life. I know that you were part of one of the programs, TCP, and I think Jim always said, nobody gets my peace of mind. And for a very long time, I had the same motto too. Nobody gets my peace of mind. So that was a very cool motto. So that is the card for you, Sharon. So let me see if I have anybody else. If not, we're going to wrap it up. Yes, it's safe to feel safe. And that is a really good belief. If you want to call it belief, like a new belief. So you can definitely incorporate it into, hi, Suzanne, if you want the card, just let me know which deck. It's right on top of the screen. So it's a great belief to incorporate into your routines. If you have a routine where you go through your beliefs and where you're creating new beliefs and everything else, then it's safe to feel safe is a really, really good belief to incorporate, because when you create safety in your body, everything else is moving along, because then you know that it's safe to feel safe. A lot of us have traumas from the past experiences, and we remember a lot of it, and our body remembers it. But when we create safety within ourselves, then everything changes for us. Okay. Hi, Judy. I was late in joining. I don't see the decks. The deck's showing right on the screen. Can you see? It shows, so number one is going to be Nature Whispers. Okay. That's my deck. Number two is going to be Medicine Cards. And that is, I can't remember who is it by. I have a book and the deck here. I don't have a box. And the last number three is Business by Design. Okay. Suzanne said that she wants Nature Whispers. Okay. Yes, of course. Okay, awesome. Oh, and I have somebody here joining from South Africa. Hi, Kita. I think you're joining me on YouTube and I can see the comments here. That's wonderful. Absolutely. And Kita, I will do the deck 3 in a moment here. I will do Suzanne first, then I will do Kita, and then I will go with Judy. Okay, wonderful. Oh, Suzanne, I have 2 cards jumping for you, and actually 3. So I'm going to take all 3 of them. Sometimes it happens. And you're not new to my readings, so you already know the question. Normally, I would ask you to think about the questions that will not necessarily, not a yes or no question. Okay, perfect. Yes, it's always awesome to catch you and for you to join us too, Sharon. Thank you so much. So, Suzanne, you have 3 cards, and I'm going to do one at a time, and I want you to connect with the card first, okay? So that is card number 1. So look at it and just, you don't need to type. If you want to, you can. But I always would say, well, how does this card relate to your question? Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is that. So that will be clarification card. And number 3, I always look if 3 cards come up. I always will say, okay, what is that next steps that you want to take? Okay, so that's 3 cards. And we'll start with the number 1 here. And number 1 card is intuition. Okay. So let's see here what I have here for affirmations. And just going through my book here. Perfect. Okay. So intuition is feminine inside. And the reason it is intuition is feminine inside because that is a feminine power. Men are not as intuitive as women, right? So, and yes, they are intuitive too. We all are intuitive, but our feminine energy connects to intuition really like much more with feminine energy. In the realm of the inner wisdom of feminine intuition, leopard shows as a symbol of profound insight and awareness. And interesting, Suzanne said that intuition is my word of the year, okay? With its graceful movements and keen senses, leopard guides you to trust your intuitive powers and embrace the depths of feminine wisdom. And by the way, when I talk about feminine wisdom, both female and male, both of the whatever you identify, you have feminine side, you have masculine side, we all do, okay? So with, what did I say here? So leopard guides you to trust intuitive powers and embrace the feminine wisdom. This card urges you to listen to whispers of your inner voice and nurture a strong connection with intuitive guidance. Through the leopard's presence, you are reminded of the sacred gift of intuition that can lead you to profound insight and illuminate your paths of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Okay? So really get into the deep self-awareness and acceptance of your shadow aspects and really unlock the wisdom and guidance within yourself, within that inner wisdom of inner intuition. An affirmation for this card is, I embrace my fiery power of intuition, allowing it to guide me With unwavering certainty, I trust in the wisdom that flows through me and honors the depths of my feminine insight. As I attune to intuitive currents, I walk my path with confidence and grace, knowing that I am guided by sacred flame within me. Okay. And Susanna's like, amazing. Well, we have two more cards for you here. Awesome. So the next card is so now, tune into your intuition. And the next card is exploration. And when you're looking at this playful penguin, I don't know about you, if you ever seen penguins or if you ever been in a zoo where they feed them and how they know the time and they come and they getting ready and they're so playful and they love to explore. So penguins are charming and they're also very inquisitive. Penguins inspire us to venture beyond our comfort zone and really embrace new experience. They're known for their strong sense of community and the importance of social connections. And they remind us that by reaching out and connecting with others, we can create a network of support and friendships that spans across boundaries. And Suzanne, you were not at the beginning of this live, but I was talking about my philosophy, right? So 10% of success in my philosophy formula, so to speak, is soulful collaborations. So for me, it feels like it's calling you to look into the soulful collaborations. How is that you can explore more, get out of your comfort zone, and find those soulful collaborations? And your affirmation for this card is I embrace the spirit of exploration and embrace the unknown. By stepping out of my comfort zone, I create boundless connections and open doors to new opportunities. Just like the adventurous penguin, I fearlessly dive into the depths of the life, into the uncomfortable zone, knowing that every experience will enrich my journey. And one thing I want to add here, I have a motto that I often use, especially when there is something uncertain and unknown. And I would say, I don't know what's going to happen, and I fucking love it. Because guess what? Everything that you want and don't have yet lives in unknown zone. So embrace that unknown, dive in just like a penguin with that playfulness, with creativity, and step out of your comfort zone by listening to your intuition. Suzanne said, I just interviewed for an NCAA assistant coaching position today. Scary and adventurous. Congratulations. I wishing you all the luck. That sounds fantastic. Wow. Now, and the last card, because you had three, right? Lucky you, three cards for you just fall out, okay? And that card is all about harmony, okay? So the harmony card is playful spirit. So again, it's aligned with your penguin as well, with playfulness there. It's aligned with intuition. So that was the answer. What is your next step, okay? What is your next step here? So the dolphin represents and embodies essence of joyful harmony and playful spirit. So introduce into your life intentionally playfulness and creativity. Dolphin has a very great friendly nature and symbolizes importance of finding joy in every moment. And again, finding harmonious connection with oneself and others. Look how align all of them. So this card serves as a reminder to cultivate a lighthearted approach, foster meaningful connections, and infuse lives with playfulness and laughter. And affirmation for this, I embrace the playful spirit with a dolphin, with joy and harmony. I create meaningful connection and infuse my life with laughter. I trust my intuition and go with the flow. I would add creative flow, and I'm finding balance in the ebb and flow of the life. Beautiful, love it. Thank you for participating. I know I had Kita. I have Kita for the deck number 3, and then I have after Kita, I do have Judy, And then after Judy, I have Simpson, and then I have Anessa. Yeah, fantastic, Kita. Yes. So I am doing yours right now. So Kita wanted, and Kita joining us from South Africa. Thank you so much for joining. It's the very first time I do live on YouTube. I'm actually streaming in a few places at the same time, but I never streamed on YouTube before, and I decided that I'm going to do that. So, Kita, deck number 3, Business by Design. So you are new to my readings unless you've seen me somewhere else. So I always say, think about the question that is not a yes or no question, and let's just do business by design. Okay. Okay. And Angel, yeah, absolutely, Angel. I will do one for you after I do Judy. Okay. But first is Kita. So Kita, the card for you is okay. And it's hard for you to see, but it says here the perfectionist versus the scientist. So why is this happening to me? That is how perfectionists would think about a lot of things. Or what can I learn from this? When something happens in your business, which one are you? Are you the perfectionist and always more concerned with opinions and thoughts of others? And really fear rocking the boat of being judged by anyone, to show up as you are with all of your gifts? And as a result, you play in small? Or are you constantly asking, is it good enough? How can I perfect it? Or you really listening to your intuition and moving forward before you're ready? So this card is really what I'm connecting with you. It's telling you to move forward with whatever it is that you are working on right now. Don't wait till it's perfect. Don't wait till it's ready in your mind, because perfection doesn't exist. As you're moving forward with your ideas, with your programs, with your business, you actually will tweak it and change it as you go. And you actually will create much better experience for your clients as well, because you will learn from them what is it exactly that they need. So the scientist approach is when you remove yourself from business and you don't identify as a business as your personal identity, and you really detach yourself from outcome, and you experience life and actually business in this case as an experiment. You're going to test different things. Some things will work, some things will not. And I'm not sure about what business you are in, but I'm assuming you are in business because that's the card you picked. And for you, just experiment and just go through what is that you feel your next step is. Tap into your intuition. We've been talking about intuition and alignment a lot, and just move forward. Kita says, I'm a graphic designer. Okay, fantastic. So move forward with that idea for your graphic design. What is it that you want to do? Is that you want to teach others how to do graphic design, or you are providing it as a service? What is it your next idea? And start exploring it to build the business. Okay, so I'm not sure what stage of business you are, but what it's telling me is that card specifically to in connection with your business, become an observer, become a scientist, become a detective. When you making an offer, not everyone will take it, and not all offers will be taken. I make offers all the time, and some of them are not taken, and that's okay. I don't get attached to outcome. I just continue making offers, and some of them resonate, some of them not. So really approach your business and detach from results and approach it as like science experiment. Okay, so that's what's coming up for me. So the next one is Judy, and then I have Anessa, I haven't seen if she wanted to card or not. And that would be my last card because I have another call. I have to jump on a call here. So Judy had one, which is Nature Whispers, which is, again, this is my deck. And no, it's not available for sale yet. You're very welcome. Hopefully it resonates, Kida. And thank you so much for joining. So Judy is card number one. So let me get here. And my God, we have an interesting theme today. It's all connected. So Judy, if you're still here, hopefully you still are, okay? And if you see the card, so just look at the card and see how you connect into the picture. Look at different elements here. And now on my card, all elements are very similar because it's Boha inspired, freedom inspired. Okay, so yeah, perfect. Okay, so look at your card and just kind of connect and ask yourself, how is it connected to my question? And I'm going to get a sip of water. Actually, sip of tea. Okay. So the cards that you got is playfulness, resourceful delight. So when we look at raccoon, mischievous raccoon really embodies playfulness. Yeah, exactly. Mischief, playful, you got it. With a twinkle in its eyes and mischievous grin, raccoon ventures through the moonlit woods, leaving a trail of laughter and delight in its wake. Raccoon is very whimsical, and it teaches us art of joyful exploration, embracing the spirit of play as a pathway to uncovering hidden treasures. Step into raccoon's life of playfulness and let your resourceful delight inspire you to navigate life's twist and turn with a gleeful spirit. Open your heart to the magic of play and watch as the world unfolds before you in a tapestry of endless possibilities and really a lot of joy. So, what I'm connecting with as well here, Judy, for you specifically, is how are you incorporating playfulness and joy in your day? Do you have intentional, set it on your calendar or intentional time blocks where you focusing on creativity and joy and playfulness so you can actually step into your creative flow? You can find your own creative flow and really focus on that. So joy, playfulness, and creative flow is what coming up for me. Judy said, love it. It so resonates. This is something I really need more of. Yes. And affirmation for this card, I embrace the playful spirit within me, finding joy in every moment and allowing my imagination to soar. I'm resourceful and adaptive, turning challenges into opportunities for fun and discovery. Okay. And I'm going to take last card because then I have another call to attend. So I had Kita. I'm just looking at my YouTube here. I have Kita. And then now I have Angel. And Angel wanted card number 3. Perfect. You're very welcome, Kita. Okay. And yeah, so I normally do readings every week. I never done it on YouTube. I normally do it on my Facebook, but now I'm going to do it in both places. So, okay. You're very welcome, Judy. I'm so glad that it resonated. Thank you for joining us and thank you for playing with me. So here you already introduced playfulness in your day today. Okay. So this one is for Angel, and hopefully Angel is still here. Okay. So again, like when I was talking to Kida, just think about a question that you want to ask. Again, I'm assuming it about business because of the deck you picked. And not a yes or no question, but the best question to ask is, what is my next step so that I can, let's say, achieve something, or show me something that I'm not seeing and I need to know. So keep it open because this way universe will definitely show you more And this way you're not limiting yourself. Anytime we set the goals, like, or I set the goals and my client sets the goals, it's always this or something better. Okay. And anytime something comes my way, it's always thank you, universe, please more. Right. So, okay. So here is the card for you, Angel. And that is very cool card. So the transformation is in the transaction. So what's coming up for me here is a double-sided, and I'll read after what James says in the card itself. But what's coming up for me here, it's either that you are afraid to charge for your services, and or you're not creating strategy. And when I say afraid to charge for your services, there is many ways you can do that. You can create a low ticket, high value programs with a certain strategy and still be very successful without burnout. Or you can create high ticket. And again, when I say high ticket means different for everyone. For some people, high ticket is 100,000. For some people, it's 1,500 is high ticket. But what I'm driving here is what's coming up for me. In either way, you are undercharging or undervaluing your services. And what you are attracting because of that, sometimes you can attract people who are not serious, who are not committed to complete what is that you're teaching or doing, whatever your business is, Angel. And focus on that and see that there is always price and strategy goes together, and look at it from the perspective of if you decide to do low ticket high value programs, I actually would recommend somebody for you to follow, and that would be Evelyn Weiss. She teaches all about low ticket high value, and you can join her $7 a month membership and learn everything from her. If you're looking at one-on-one services where you actually charging higher prices, I would definitely recommend to look into what's stopping you from actually charging based on the values that you are providing, and that is aligned with your business, aligned with your values, and aligned with your intuition and everything that you're looking for in that business, how you want to design it. If you struggle, and that's another thing coming up for me, if you're struggling with self-worth in regards to that I'm not good enough, to who am I to charge this much, whatever this much is, I do have a free resource for you. And if that's something you want, please just make a comment if you're not here, or later on I'll check on YouTube and I'll put the links there as well. When I do the readings, I don't prepare any resources ahead of time because it's a different things coming up, but I'll be happy to share that resource with you. It's absolutely free, okay? So that's what's coming up for me, but I'm going to read what James says, and then I'm going to jump off. Your student transformation begins with a transaction. When your students don't have skin in the game, it's hard to get the best out of them. But the transaction not only makes your students more eager, it also calls for you to become your best self and delivers the values that you offered, okay? Fantastic. So thank you so much. I do appreciate all of you. I do card readings once a week. I do not have set time. I need to be in the right not the mood, but state of mind. So I have connections. So just watch my lives and just jump on. And sometimes I do just a reading with a picture on my timeline on Facebook as well. And for those who are watching me on YouTube, you're welcome to follow me on Facebook as well. And thank you for joining me today. You're very welcome, everyone. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Sandra. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And that was a blast. I'll see you next week. Bye.